It's Elite POV, coming live to your area on twitch.tv.
Let's fucking go!
We are your number one place for everything in the world of all elite wrestling. And just remember, when you're with us, you'll always be elite.
Yo, it's clear to see when you open up your feed that ain't nobody better than Elite POV. We bring the heat to your screen every week, cause ain't nobody better than Elite POV. So understand every time that we speak that ain't nobody better than Elite POV. Our 3 letters is all you'll ever need, cause ain't nobody better than Elite POV.
Good morning. No, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the full roster of Elite POV. I am one of your hosts, Phil Cataldo, but you can call me Philium, alongside the two that beautifully held this down while me and Ant were off being miserable somewhere else. And Ant's back for one night only, according to him, but we know that's a fucking lie. So first, the heart and soul of this show.
There's a lot of one-night onlys going on.
Yeah.
A lot of one-night onlys.
But first, the heart and soul of this show, the draw, 6-star, about to be 7-star, Jacky R. Miss Jacky Rodriguez, what is up?
What is up? I mean, I don't know. Maybe next week I'll be out with an injury too. I'll come on here with a white t-shirt.
I got the white shirt. Don't steal this. You steal my fucking moment.
No, you might be announcing you're injured right now, and next week could be my turn. I don't know. This is getting a little scary. But what's up, everyone? Welcome on into the live chat. It's good to see y'all here. Forbidden Door is around the corner. Felt like it came around really fast. Exciting stuff, and yeah, we'll talk about it tonight.
And the other man who held it down so beautifully, my fellow
Star
Wars
me down,
brother,
Poppy. Hold me down.
My fellow Star Wars brother, who is still crying from episode 6, the season finale, not series finale, of Kenobi, Mr. Kyle Masters. What is up?
Holy moly. Yeah. And if for you know, if you know, the middle of episode 6 of Kenobi has me all but fucked up. I tried today to watch that scene and not tear up. I failed 5 times in a row. I could not do it. The best thing is going on TikTok
and seeing people just break down.
Could not do it. I tried. It was so emotional.
Listen, what a balance, because Kyle he started his Wednesday crying, but he ended his Wednesday happy, and we'll get all into that when we get into the show. And the man who was back with a vengeance, listen, we're happy to have him back, but he's in a white t-shirt, so he might be telling us he's injured.
I'm done.
The microphone entertainer himself, Kurt Ranner.
I mean, do you want
to Kurt. Hey. All right, I've been waiting to do this. Did you guys chat? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? No, I said, did you miss me?
Hey, are you going to come back in here and say I'm back and then leave?
I'm back like a heart attack. I'm back, man. Oh God! I almost didn't come on because in wrestling Twitter was being a bunch of cucks again today.
What else is new?
All right, first off, you're gonna tell me, you're gonna sit here and tell me that fatal 4-way for the title, right? Adam Cole, Okada, Hangman, and Jay White. You're gonna go, oh man, that match sucks, and you're gonna watch Madcap Moss versus Sheamus or Baron Corbin or
whatever it's called now. Happy, sad, frown Corbin.
Homeless Corbin.
Here, bro. I would travel to that show if I could, just for that fatal 4-way match. And the dude was like, I don't like triple threats or fatal 4-ways. Shut your ass up.
That's what New Japan is all the time.
I was one-on-ones between me and my cock when I beat off.
He has fucking New Japan in his I'm a New Japan fan in his profile.
Not even a few.
What's hilarious is that guy has a sweet bought ticket for the event.
Dude, that dude looks like he
Anthony.
looks like Bruce Wayne's fat cousin, Fat Man. I popped myself so bad when I said that in our chat.
He's got a
so in love with an E. He looks like every song I listen to.
That was even better.
But he has a sweet bot ticket, and he's complaining about the show. Bro, sell your ticket then, and go to Monday Night Raw the next night and get disappointed for 3 hours.
Go watch Cody cry in the ring for fucking 5 minutes.
Watch Judgment Day on fucking Main Event. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Anyways,
well, with all that being said, if it's your first time watching us or listening, welcome to the shit show. We do this every Thursday live at 7 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/ElitePOV with replays available later on youtube.com/ElitePOV and anywhere you guys get your podcast. If you want to support the show and fund our trip to All Out, wherever the fuck that's going to be, because who knows at this point. Hopefully we get an answer on Sunday. We got some news. We got some rumors, but who knows where this could be.
I got the time. Hold on, I'm hurt. I'll be back.
So that's patreon.com/ElitePOV. We got some great stuff coming up there. Now that we're all, well, I guess I'm motivated to come back. Kyle and Jacky been motivated. They're the better of us, but we know that.
Yeah.
And then you ain't got to get ready. That's all I got to say.
There you go. And if you guys want to also support us, ElitePOVmerch.com. Get some of our great designs that are up there. Remember, it is still Pride Month. So all proceeds of our Pride shirts are going to Nate's surgery fund. You have until the end of the month. We've been doing this since May 1st. We're going till July 1st. Make sure you get one of those shirts before we take it down. And thank you for everybody who's bought a shirt. I got my shirt. Hopefully it'll come in at some point. You know how these websites work. But yeah. So what do you guys want to talk about?
So what do you guys want to talk about?
Well, so we're going to start like this, right? Yeah, Cody. So we're going to start like this, right? So I want to start with everybody's top level opinions of last night's show. Now, Kyle, you weren't in the live chat, so I want to start with you. What did you think of last night's episode of Dynamite just on a top level?
Right. First reaction is, what the fuck? Of course, the first episode I miss. All that shit happens. Not only that, the guy I've been waiting to appear on Dynamite for weeks and months on end appears when I don't watch it live. God, I got a text right before I went to bed from Ant, stay off Twitter. I'm like, okay. I'm not going to even attempt to open any sort of any sort of social
I'm surprised
media.
you didn't watch it before you went to bed. That's what I would have done.
I was close. I was very close. So I got up early. I got up an hour before I usually do for work, and then kind of powered through. I skipped over some things, but
yeah, like the Marina match. Okay, that was ass.
But man, oh man, was that ever an episode? Like we kind of knew because they were not only teasing, but they were talking about throughout the day that, or I guess the last couple of days leading up to it, that they planned on revealing a lot more matches for the Forbidden Door card because we were going into it with only like 4 to 5 matches announced. And they were planning for like a 10-match card. And then, man, what we got. Damn, this card is stacked. And it's crazy stacked with the injuries that they have to a couple of stars. So that's what I took out of basically the whole Dynamite is they just built a pretty sweet Forbidden Door, the first ever time they're going to do this. And not the only time, croutons, there will be other shows. There's going to be crossovers.
They're camping.
Tony Khan just said this weekend that he
Survivor Series. Nope. Survivor Series.
They're already looking at doing a AEW tournament in Japan with AEW with a New Japan crossover. So there's going to be a tournament over there with both companies.
Do you think
they're going to call that belt the Far Atlantic Championship?
Yeah.
Now, are we thinking too outside the box if the entranceway at this pay-per-view is actually a door?
Just open it.
That would be dope.
It's Bailey's ding dong door. They just open it.
Panic at the Disco keeps asking why they, open the goddamn door.
Haven't you ever heard of
closing the goddamn door?
No, it's a big door with a doggy door, and they're gonna come out of the doggy door.
Brendan Urie comes at the end and shuts the door.
Yeah,
because that was the whole song.
But yeah, so that's happening, which is really cool. But what I took out of it is they actually build a pretty good card. And hang on, I noticed the one thing. Excalibur, like, first we know that he reads his little like spiel at like lightning speed. He choked up and like got caught when he was talking about the All Atlantic match, and like he had to like track back. And I'm so glad. I'm so happy for him because he caught himself, fixed the mistake, and he was still on time with all the other promos. So my man's got it like.
Even JR and Tony Schiavone made mention of it immediately, which was hilarious because they never do, which I thought was so funny.
Can they not do that though? Like,
my favorite thing is like JR went long and like I was cracking up because they were about to go to commercial and you just hear Excalibur go, and well, right in the commercial as he's yelling. I was fucking popping.
But Ant, what were your top level thoughts of last night's episode?
Jungle Boy's dad passed away. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, we'll get into that promo. Trust me.
No, I knew that, but that promo was fucking. When he said that, I was like, "Holy shit!" Now I want a Christian Cage shirt.
Well, for a split second, I totally forgot that was a promo, and I actually thought you were serious.
You didn't watch. You just waited till Okada came out and then shut it off.
Yeah.
Fake fan. If you don't watch it the first night, are you a fan? Right, Phil?
Yeah, right. That's how I live my life.
But I thought it was a great episode, honestly. Like I said at the beginning of the show, like if you're complaining about this show, and now Ishii's hurt, as we just saw, the injury bug in pro wrestling is just like horrible. And if you're complaining about this show, which still has, I think, 3 or 4 great marquee matches, while missing Punk, Danielson, and Omega, and Andrade, and Penta, and Phoenix. Yeah, I said Omega.
Go watch the Fed.
Same guy, right?
Sorry.
But
I didn't hear the first one.
If you're looking at that card and we're still getting fucking Moxley versus Tanahashi. What?
Yeah.
Like Ospreay's still here. Unfortunately, it's against Orange Cassidy.
No, not unfortunately. And greatness.
No, I'm cool with it. I think that's going to be a great match. I just hope Ospreay.
Moxley's been calling out Tanahashi for like over a year. And we're finally getting it.
For 3 years. 3 years. He's
Yeah.
been wanting it. So I think last night was really fun. There's a lot of women's segments, but again, Tony, can we not put them from 920 to 940? Can we like shift them around a little bit? Do something.
Maybe get a second match in the first hour.
Maybe let them open the show.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe let Thunder Rosa do an in-ring promo.
That was fire, though. I loved Ember and Chris Stylander's promo.
I think Chris Stylander was fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're what did Phil say? Phil, what did you tweet out? You said they're like
they had great chemistry.
Chemistry. I failed that class in high school. They had great chemistry.
Yeah.
They did. I thought it was really fun. I thought last night was great. I'm excited for Sunday. And don't let people spoil your excitement. That was the best thing about being away from the wrestling universe for 5 weeks is like, I just watched it and fucking thought what I thought and didn't have to care what idiots think online. So just delete Twitter and be like me.
Yeah, and be so much happier.
Be an
Jacky, what were your...
Yeah, I tweet in character so I can call people cucks. They don't know if it's me or my character.
Kurt Grainer, yeah.
It's probably both.
MJF over here. So, Jacky, what'd you think? Top level thoughts?
Top level thoughts was that overall the match quality was really good last night. There were some matches that you would think would probably be like a throwaway match, like the Hangman and Silas Young match was like really good. Like I went back and watched it again today, and it was a really solid match. The Aussie Open and Will Ospreay versus Orange and Roppongi Vice, like there was like really top quality matches despite them not like feeling like they were marquee matches necessarily. So I felt like that was good, even though they were kind of like smattered in with a lot of promo stuff that was happening. There was a lot of talking going on last night, and for a go home show that felt a little bit weird. But overall, I just felt like it was a well done show. The ending, I'll say, like my overriding feeling of the ending felt very chaotic. And I felt like the timing was almost a little bit off to the point where I was like, were they supposed to cut it sooner and it just ran a little bit over? And
Moxley and Tanahashi were just standing there like,
Moxley and Tanahashi were doing that stare down for what felt like an eternity while it was like freaking apocalypse was happening outside.
Listen, let's be honest. Tony Khan was sitting in the back like, bro, I could have fit 3 more matches in this minute. What the fuck? We're over here 3 minutes left.
It was like the ultimate stare down. And I was like, wait a minute. All right, it's gonna cut now. No. All right, cool. Like,
and you can tell the camera kept going back because it's like okay,
that part of it felt a little bit weird. However, the prevailing feeling for the night was that the match quality felt really solid. Aside from like, yes, we did, there were some complaints already about the women's match feeling like the most thrown together, kind of like needless match. The aftermath served its purpose, I guess.
Marina was in it. Of course it didn't matter.
Yeah, I know. I try not to be like overly negative in terms of like, targeting a specific person. She doesn't really do it for me, but it is what it is. But overall, I thought it was a pretty decent episode for a go home show.
She's as green as Ant's background.
That screen right there.
Yeah. So I want to start off.
I wish I was producing. I could put her behind me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could if I want.
So let's start off with one of the absolute biggest highs of the year, and that is, of course, we get the AEW debut, the surprise entrance of Okada. Kyle, I want to start with you. What were the emotions going through your body when you heard that coin drop? Because, boy, did we lose it in the chat.
It was the same. It's funny because I'm watching this after watching, and I'm bringing up Star Wars again, watching Obi-Wan, where I'm still living off the high of Obi-Wan, and oh man, I had my freaking hair stood on end when I heard that coin drop, and I didn't think it was real at first. I literally did not think it was real. I'm like, okay, what the hell? Is someone trolling, or like, are we gonna get like a? For some reason, I thought we were gonna get like a video screen promo, like it was just gonna be him on the video screen, and then like they zoomed in on that one freaking person in the crowd. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much me right now.
Yeah, the one woman that was like,
yeah. And he came out, and I'm like, oh shit, he's actually here. So like, he's not like all the rumors about him being at home and the kid and everything. And we heard some reports that
thanks, Kimmy.
TK threw the bag at him.
Fuck.
bless you, Ant.
to be at Forbidden Door, which even if he did that, thank you, Tony Khan. Thank you fucking a lot for throwing the bag at Okada and now creating a must-see fatal four-way for the IWGP Heavyweight title. If no one is excited for this fatal four-way, I don't know what can ever get you excited in life.
And it's the best of all worlds, right? I don't understand. People are so upset about this, but it's like, so we wanted Okada versus Hangman, right? Okada's girlfriend or wife has a baby, so he's taking time off. So Jay White wins the championship. All right, Jay White versus Hangman, that'll be fun. But wait, Adam Cole's involved in this storyline. So, but then we're hearing reports that Adam Cole is hurt, that he's not healthy enough to wrestle like a full match, right? So
he's just bumped up. He's just banged up. That's it.
So then it's like, what's the best thing we could do? Let's get all four of them in the ring and let's just have fun. Like, this show is not, I think that what I'm noticing is people are upset that like the booking for this show hasn't been like normal AEW booking for a pay-per-view where it's like months of booking. Well, yeah, it's a super show. It's not one of their pay-per-views. It's just like a special show that they're doing. And they had to put together this show, in 2 weeks? And had to deal with half the roster getting fucking injured.
In those 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's like you lose Punk, you lose Danielson. Like, now they might have lost ECE. Like, all these people are getting hurt and injured. And it's like you have to kind of throw stuff together. But it's the card looks incredible. We're going to do our predictions after we talk about Dynamite. But it's like, this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. People are just dumb and hate everything.
Yeah, when you said get the bag, all I could think of was drop that ass. Shorty, get the bag.
Oh my God.
Remember that shit? Remember that shit, Phil? The
Tony Khan said
rule?
that to
Kazuchika Okada. Stars Racks, drop that ass.
Yeah.
Shorty, get the bag. Yeah.
And then TK, and then
Oka's
like, nope, don't worry, I'll be there. You've said enough.
It was like a you up text, but instead it was Stars.
That was sweet. I mean, I would have. This is just me being a nitpicker.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry, as you mentioned, like the no lights off, you were happy for that. That would have been a moment to turn the lights off. If the lights went off,
I like that. It was
created
just
like
a,
but like nothing happens when the lights turn on. Like people are just going, "What the hell is about to happen?" Like there's that little bit of like an anticipation silence, and then the coin drops. I think it would have been a really cool touch, but that's just me nitpicking. I'm still happy with what happened.
More of a diehard town, because I know like there's videos coming out, people in the building. It was loud in the building, but where the camera was pointing, like hard cam. Besides that one lady, people weren't going nuts. Like if we would have,
everyone stood up. Everybody stood up. That whole arena was on their feet.
It loud to me, like in my headphones.
Oh, I went and rewatched it. It was loud.
It was loud. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just an old man going deaf.
The arena's not that big too. It wasn't a big arena. It was a one level arena. Like it's not like if this was like United Center and you show up at the United Center, that'd be a whole different pop. He's still gonna get a massive pop at the United Center, man. That crowd's gonna go nuts.
That crowd's gonna go crazy.
Yeah. Which I'll be there live for.
You said old man, now I'm yawning. Thanks.
Yeah. But Jackie, what'd you think of all this?
I thought it was great. Like I agreed with Jermazing. I thought it was kind of cool touch to not draw too much attention to it because it was very subtle and shocking. As soon as I heard the coin drop, I was like, I literally screamed. I don't know if you guys caught that or if everybody was deafened, but my first thought was like, of fucking course, this would happen on the day that Kyle is not here in the chat with us, because he's only been talking about this since they announced the pay-per-view, since like he's like, oh, Okada's gonna show up, this is how they're gonna do it. And like he had all these theories about how Okada was gonna be worked into the into the fold. And the day that he's, indisposed and not with us, that's when he shows up. And I wanted to hear the live reaction and didn't get to freaking hear it. Oh,
listen, but in a way, selfishly for us, we're happy Kyle wasn't here because he would have spoiled it for us. Because we didn't know he was coming out. It was a straight up shock.
I would have screamed.
True. He would have been screaming.
No, we would have, Jackie, to any chat, when we watch these shows together, we watch it on Discord, right? So this is what always happens when Kyle gets excited. We hear, oh, and then we hear, we hear his mic go mute.
I was actually ahead of everyone last night.
I haven't got the time.
He was.
Yeah. But I deafened as soon as Adam Cole and all them picked up
Jay White. When Jay White came out, I was like, "Ed, don't say nothing," and he went silent.
Mm-hmm. It was
so far. No, it was a really cool moment. Because we had been like, it was so down to the wire, and we thought we weren't gonna see him, and he wasn't gonna be involved to like get that moment, and it's like, oh shit, this is really happening. It just made it that much cooler. So I popped for it. I think it's great.
And you just showed the whole chat. You showed everybody, audio listeners. You just showed up his Okada figure, which I
showed up. Yeah, the Super 7 that I ordered when Rant with Ant was still a thing, and got it when Elite POV was just starting. So 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah. It's still on there. You can order it still, I think, on ringside.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. Yeah, I loved it. It was fun. It was cool. I wasn't expecting it, right? I wasn't expecting Okada to show up. I was talking about the figure being cool, not the segment. But yeah, when Okada showed up, I was glad I was fucking muted because I would have ruined it, because I flipped the fuck out. Like I was like, oh shit. Like I don't get like that reactions very much, anymore. But for that one got me. And I just love, like, look at the size of Okada. Like people like he was standing in a ring. He looked like a giant. Like he is 6'4". And just fucking built and ripped, and he just looks like a star. He's like 100% star power behind him.
They built him like a star. The commentary.
You said
team.
Yeah, but you said it best, Phil. You're like, that's like New Japan's Randy Orton, which it is, except he puts.
And I only say that
matches.
because I want to say John Cena, but I only say that because they called Tanahashi John Cena already.
Yeah.
So who's the second biggest star of the last 15 years? It's Randy Orton. So like he is their Randy Orton.
Yeah. But they treated him like a star. Like that was the big thing too, and I've seen a lot of people pointing out that the commentary team didn't just like play it off like they didn't know who it was. Like, oh, another star from New Japan. This is because they like JR was flipping the hell out, and they're saying like this is the top guy. Like they are building him.
JR said the best wrestler of the modern era.
Yeah, so like they did a good job to present Okada to maybe the casuals that were also watching from home.
Fuck the casuals.
I know, and I know this. Basically, that's what this pay-per-view is. If you're a casual listener, I'm sorry. If you don't understand this pay-per-view, that's because you're a casual. This pay-per-view is for the hardcore fans.
Look, let me get on my soapbox real quick, all right? I've had weeks of this. Let me get on my soapbox. Oh boy! And me and Jackie had a great conversation like a week ago. No, we don't need no classroom affiliate.
Can I ad lib?
Sure.
All right, cool. Let's go.
So here's my thing, right? Me and Jackie had a great conversation about this a couple weeks ago, or a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing wrong with being a casual.
Fuck.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong. Okay.
What?
I'm a casual MMA fan.
Come on.
I'm a casual sports fan.
Sport.
Like football, baseball. I'm a casual fan.
We in the game.
So that shit is so distracting. So I'm a casual fan. There's nothing wrong with being a casual fan. If you are a casual wrestling fan and you don't know who these Japanese wrestlers are, keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. You don't need to go on Twitter and be like, who's the fuck is this guy? Because you make yourself look stupid. All right? If you are a diehard fan and you don't know who these wrestlers are, that's on you.
But they say that. They say that. But if Okada fucking showed up in WWE, he'd be the number one selling shirt.
Well, what I love, like, social media is a fucking cesspool. It's the worst thing ever created. But sometimes it does good. Like somebody, of course, with a WWE profile picture is over here talking all this shit, and then someone pulled up the receipts on him when he was like, Okada's gonna face Reigns. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with being a casual fan, but know your place. This is Forbidden Door is not Double or Nothing. They're not trying to grow their audience domestically. They're trying to grow their audience worldwide by bringing in New Japan. So guess what? Japanese wrestlers are going to come here. And listen, I'm not going to stand up here and say I know everything about everything, because God, do I not. But I know who Okada is.
Here.
You have to know who Okada. Like,
and Kenny Omega had him blocked for 2 years.
Yeah,
because Phil was that guy.
I was that WWE mark, and look at me now. All right, I'm wearing an Orange Cassidy shirt, talking about Okada.
I mean, and
that shirt makes me wish that you were still a WWE mark.
For the casuals that don't know Okada, though, guys, do yourself a big favor. Spare yourself some time and go watch Okada and Kenny's.
Any of them.
Like any of those matches they had together. Unbelievable.
Get lotion ready. Oof.
Yeah, and the draw was my favorite one out of all of them.
Okada versus Ospreay.
Jackie's the best.
Yeah. Screw Jackie's better than an Okada, and
she wasn't paying attention because the pun went right over her head.
Great point in the chat, Monty. Right? Let the casuals learn from this pay-per-view. They might research New Japan. That's fine, but as a casual fan, if you're watching this and you're seeing these people for the first time, go in with an open mind and get ready to fall in love with these wrestlers and give them a chance, right? Maybe you never heard Okada or Tanahashi or Will Ospreay or Jay White.
Make it rain?
Yeah.
Okada. What's the Rainmaker? Is he a weatherman? What is he?
Done. Can we get rain in the
arena? Can we get the forecast? Is it raining? Linda, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm at the dinner.
With my girlfriend.
Don't worry about the $3 million. It's okay.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno or my sex ex.
Anyways, yeah, Kazuchika Okada in AEW, the best. The best.
Thank you.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So now the match where Okada ended up coming out was, of course, Silas Young versus Hangman Page.
Jack Rose.
And it was really good. It was really, really good. I was surprised that Silas Young, I was surprised it was like an actual match. I thought it was going to be like just Hangman beating up somebody real quick. And
I was so confused. I'm like, wait, when Hangman's when he was coming out, I totally forgot he was going to be on the show. I totally forgot like that there was gonna be a thing. Like Adam Cole came out, I'm like, oh, we're gonna have like a segment between Adam Cole and Hangman, and he goes right to the commentary desk. I'm like, oh, we have a match. Then like Silas Young comes out. I'm like, oh, this is the dude that he feuded with Hangman, before he even came to AEW. They had a big thing in Ring of Honor.
Oh, did they have a feud?
They had a big feud in Ring of Honor. Yeah.
I just knew of him. So I didn't know.
There was a lot of history with this match. I was like, that's interesting. There's a nice callback there.
It's awesome.
They do a great job on commentary, like explaining a lot of this stuff, which I know that a lot of people say like, well, I don't like really hone in on commentary. I try to, because for somebody like me that I'm like, maybe I don't have a lot of background and stuff like that. They really did hone in on that portion of it and call back and say like, yeah, they did have a lot of history in Ring of Honor and that there was a significant feud there. So I'm like, good. That lays a little bit of background history for people who might not know.
No, see, listen, I'm horrible with it. I completely phase out the commentary at this point. It's just, I can't deal with JR anymore. I just can't. By God!
Well, then you're missing some stuff.
Tahashki Koshki. It's
doesn't Dynamite have Spanish commentary with Dasha? Isn't she on the Spanish commentary team?
This week she wasn't because she was doing ring announcing. Justin Roberts is out.
I'm not going to hold back.
It was Alex and the other guy. I forget the other guy.
Alex Abrahantes.
Yeah. But for real, I am so fucking afraid of JR calling this pay-per-view. Because
we've heard him called
on Axis, and he was terrible. Yeah.
So I don't know if
Takahashi, and I'm like, it's Tanahashi. Where the fuck are you getting an E from?
So I know that the one New Japan commentator, the English commentator, is going to be there.
Kevin Kelly?
Yeah.
Kevin Kelly?
He's going to be there commentating. He did tweet out. So
nice.
He'll be part of the commentary team. So I don't know if JR is going to be commentating. I'd love to have Kevin Kelly, Excalibur, and like one other person.
Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone's fine.
Yeah.
Tony Schiavone's a league better than fucking JR. Tony Schiavone.
I have William Regal, man. That man is the bomb on
William
commentary.
Regal do the whole show.
He's so good.
Yo, bring in Mauro Ranallo, bro. Let my man call the whole pay-per-view.
That would be sweet. That would be a big surprise.
Right? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Hangman Silas Young match was just, it was so good. It was so
slapped.
good.
It was
really that one flip that Silas Young did where he was like the turnbuckle, the ropes, and he did a moonsault. Who was it in our chat that was like, what the fuck was the point of that? What
me. You said it was me.
You're like, what are you trying to do?
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to push the ropes with your foot? Why are you trying this? It was cool. Listen, we're just keep going over the best match. We just skipping over it. Just skip over fucking Pentagon versus Malachi. Which
we're getting into that.
So let's get to that
right now.
It was unreal.
That should have been that should have been the main event.
I was erected the whole time. That should have been the main event.
And did it hurt any of you guys? Because obviously we all, if you're reading social media and you're reading what's being reported, that if you wrestle in Mexico, if you wrestle for AAA, AAA and New Japan have this weird relationship right now. It's AAA, right?
Yes.
All right, so they have this weird relationship with New Japan right now. So if you are a contracted wrestler and you work for AAA, you're not going to be on
or CMLL because CMLL works alongside AAA.
Okay, yeah. So both those. So that's why Andrade's not on the show, or Phoenix or Penta. So going in, we all knew that Penta was going to lose, right? So did that take away anything from the match, knowing that Malachi was going to win?
I'm gonna be real. I forgot about that until you guys mentioned it in the chat. I forgot like all about that thing because I'm not in like touch with it. But no, I was ready to see a great match. I think Malachi is gonna win the whole. It's either Malachi or Pac that's winning the whole thing.
I bet it's Miro.
Miro's already did this whole thing.
I think he's gonna.
Miro needs to lose and then go after the world title.
The thing is with this belt, was it this past couple days ago, Tony Khan announced it.
They call it the All Atlantic Championship.
No, but not the name of it. But what they're going to do going forward with that belt is they plan on bringing in stars from around the world to come in and compete for it.
Yes, he said that on whoever the champion today. I was listening to it.
Yeah,
yeah. So you get
that's a really cool concept, right?
With
you give it to Pac.
Yeah. So then, say Pac has it right, and then we get to All Out, and they pick someone from New Japan, a top star, to face him for the belt. There you go.
This is nothing against Miro, right? We love Miro here. But in my opinion, I want to see him at the main event level. I want to see him face main event level guys. I mean, listen, everyone in this match is except whoever the guy just replacing Ishii is. But like Pac and Malachi are main eventers. But like Miro, I want to see Miro versus Moxley. Miro versus Jericho in a feud that lasts 3.5 years. I want to see Miro Wardlow, right? I want to see him on a different level. And I would love, obviously, I want Malachi to win the belt. But if not him, I would love Pac. I think either way. And like you said, with Tony Khan saying that, it would only make sense to give it to somebody who could have these like expert matches and aren't just Miro killing them.
Yeah. Okay. Any belt
you
that
can't
Malachi
do
wins.
Miro. You can't do Miro if you're going to do Wardlow.
I agree.
If Wardlow's a champion, so then you got Wardlow dominating people. You got Jay dominating people. You can't have Miro dominating people.
Yeah, you can't have a bunch. You need, especially, I feel like with opening up a championship to like the world can compete for it, I think you need somebody who can kind of adapt to multiple styles. And Miro can, But like, I think Pac could wrestle anybody at any time. I mean, the only thing Pac can't do is make his fights. Other than that, this guy is incredible.
But could that affect the decision of giving him the belt though?
No,
I think it could have earlier on, but I feel like he's been a little more consistent lately. Like in my heart of hearts, I want Malachi to win. I think the House of Black having some gold in it would definitely enhance like their like credibility and stuff like that. Like for like my purposes, I want Malachi to win. Sensibility wise, I think that Pac has been there since the very beginning. He has not put on a bad match since he's been there. You know that in terms of like the capabilities that he has to put on a banger with literally anybody that he steps in the ring with, it's undeniable. So Pac is the sensible choice. Okay. But just like if in terms of like who I want to see and who I think it would be really cool to go with that like dark heel champion and see what he could do with it, Malachi Black all the way. So
any belt he wins, we guys see some do we get creepy shit on the belt, or does he just hold a normal championship?
Yeah, I would only change the TNT title, right? Mm-hmm. Like let that be the Ultimate Warrior belt that changes colors every 3 seconds. But like I like that belt as much as I was completely against that belt even existing. Right, it was part of the reason why I had to step away because I was not liking AEW. I didn't like Double or Nothing, all this stuff. But it's like the belt is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's the best looking belt in the company.
It just needs to make sense. They got to take a couple. They got to take one or two flags off that belt because it doesn't make sense when it's called Atlantic with some of those flags because they don't touch the Atlantic Ocean. I'm just
about that last week. I'm
just saying, like
you could have made it like the Intercontinental Champion. It's okay to have the Intercontinental is a word. You can have a championship called the Intercontinental.
Yeah, International. Don't they have an Intercontinental?
They could call it International
champion,
right? Because like it's all Atlantic, but Japan doesn't touch the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but the belt's beautiful. I don't want them to mess with stuff, and I think it's crazy to think, but really on AEW right now, if you're not one of the young stars that they're building or you don't have a title, you're not showing up on these shows in a role that matters. So I want House of Black on every single episode of either Dynamite or Rampage. Every week I want to be able to see them at least once. I will prefer multiple times. Put the belt on Malachi, let them do creepy stuff, and just go forward with it. I think it would be great.
But yeah, that match was amazing. And I have not gotten tired of the House of Black versus Death Triangle dynamic yet. Normally, like by this point, I'll be like, oh my God, can you stop running these matches with these two teams? But like, let them fight forever. Their matches are incredible.
Don't say that too loud, Jackie, because somewhere Tony Khan is like, oh, you haven't gotten tired of it yet? What if I put Chris Jericho in the Death Triangle?
Stop it. No.
I will touch base on one thing we brought up, the whole thing with the AAA CML thing. People are like, well, then why are FTR on the show? Because they have the AAA belts. They're not contracted to AAA or CMLL.
So we have Adam in the chat also I want to bring up. He says New Japan and CMLL are working together. CMLL and AAA hate each other. So it's a AAA thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so
whoa! Did you say this is a Triple H thing?
We didn't say H.
Oh, my bad. I will see myself out.
I'm back.
But before, let me tell you, I'm back.
So now I want to transition over to a Canadian who honestly stole the show last night.
Ethan Page.
We wish. So
I'm actually driving to his hometown on Saturday.
We get an in-ring promo from Christian Cage, and it starts off like any normal heel promo. We were talking in the chat, watching live, like this is like a master class of how to just have the crowd in the palm of your hand, right? Christian had that crowd doing whatever he wanted, and it's a good promo. There were multiple times where I thought it was going to end. Like, clap your hands, great promo, Christian. We'll see you at the pay-per-view, or we'll see what you got going on next. And then the line heard around the world.
You carny piece of shit.
Yeah, so Ann had a bet how long until Christian Cage says carny piece of shit. Little did we know that he was going to be like, yo, your fucking dad is dead. But Kyle, as a Canadian on the show, actually, shouldn't I be the one speaking for Canada? The AWF Canadian champion, Prince William. But that's for another day. That's for another promo. Kyle, what did you think of your fellow Canadian?
He's so good at promos, man. It's not even the only week he's shown this. Every promo that he's gotten the opportunity to hit, whether it's in ring, backstage, or like, you know, one of the, like the row 2 things, he hits every promo, and he puts so much passion into his promos. It's so good. And he's good in the ring too. So like he's almost a complete package, Ethan Page. So I hope eventually we see a good run against something in the future.
Wait, are you talking about Ethan Page or Christian Cage?
Someone say Ethan Page? I thought that's what he asked.
No, we're talking about Christian Cage.
Okay.
Ethan Page wasn't on the show.
I thought you asked me a question about Ethan Page.
Are we talking about Nicolas Cage?
No.
What the fuck?
Before
Christian
that, I'm gonna admit I was zoned out before you asked me, so I heard
Great, Kyle.
He was looking at titties.
I was completely zoned out.
Possessed by antisocial Kim in the chat.
I was actually looking at
Horny Storm. The ghost of Horny Storm took over Kyle's body.
I was completely zoned out there. But anyways, Christian Cage.
Great. Yeah, I mean, he's an up and coming star.
I thought we were just randomly talking about Ethan Page for whatever reason.
No.
Anyways, Christian Cage. Too many ages everywhere.
Nick Gage. Fucking Gage.
Anyways,
Brian Cage, Page.
I can't.
All of them.
Page.
I just love all the parallels people were like doing on Twitter, like putting him next to like Edge and like Edge's promo, and like how Edge got betrayed and then Christian was the betrayer. Yeah. And how this is kind of going on at like the same exact time. Which is interesting. But man, Christian Cage, he knocked it out of the park. I did not think that line was gonna come out of his mouth. And you could see in the front, if you go back and watch and look at the crowd, some people's like jaws drop. People were like, "Oh fuck!" He actually said that.
Our chat was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
like, oh,
that shit was wild.
okay.
Yeah,
like, do you think like they're sitting back there before the show and like, yo, Jungle Boy, can I say this?
Bro,
are you okay if I say your dad's?
Shout out to your dad. He's dead. Like what? The fuck?
And I know he was just gonna be like, you know, the typical heel thing, like, oh, your dad's gone, I'll be your dad, I'll fuck your mom, like typical heel thing. But he was like, nah, bro, your fucking dad is dead. Let me remind you.
And it's better that he is, so he doesn't see, so he's not embarrassed by you. What? Bro, I think something that we fucking glanced over, which I mentioned, I think before I left the show, is I think you're going to see AEW start going away from the weird gimmicks, like the fucking dinosaur, for instance, who is about to probably turn.
Malachi Black is the devil.
No, but that's it, it's not like Goofy.
It's not an alien. It's not a dinosaur. Like, I think you see Luchasaurus transform into just like a monster, more of like a Kane character. Maybe he sheds the dinosaur skin. Maybe the dinosaur becomes extinct for the second time. Who knows, right? Something crazy is going to happen. But I think lost in all of that is that Christian Cage has brainwashed Luchasaurus.
Yeah. That was a weird line.
I wanted to say Lachungasaurus so bad right there. Luchasaurus.
Like, but that was a weird
line. That was cool with Marco when he was like,
yeah, what did he mean by that?
He ate him.
Like, remember what Christian,
I saw that
what
tweet.
happened to Marco. I'm like, oh, is Christian implying that like
Jungle Boy got Marco fired because there can only be 5'6" person on the team?
I was just, is that what he's trying to say?
But remember, if you think about it, technically, the original team was Jungle Boy and Marco. They were the team first, and then they brought in Luchasaurus because remember in the beginning, it's so hard to believe that in the first year, AEW only had like Wardlow as a big guy. Like they didn't have any of these other big guys yet, and now they have so many fucking.
I thought they had
Luchasaurus
was there.
No, he was there. I know, but like when it first started,
as a singles guy, yeah,
he was a singles guy. But there was like this thing. I remember Cody Rhodes saying that like. They need more big guys. They were like looking for, and then they started bringing in a whole bunch of them. And then Luchasaurus, like the gimmick wore thin. So like, put them in a tag team. Because like they all
came in during the pandemic era, like Lance Archer, Brian Cage. They all came during that pandemic era. But like the 2019 version of AEW, there really wasn't any like singles big guys.
No.
Was in the chat saying Marco was left behind. Christian reminded that to Luchasaurus. Basically, like he was like
When I leave
like
it
forgotten.
all behind.
Okay.
So
I was a little confused when I heard that. I really, and then I kind of lost track and kept forwarding.
Yo,
But Jackie, what do you think of everything?
that's the most important part of this storyline because everyone thinks it's going to be Christian versus Jungle Boy, and it will be. The bigger story is going to be Jungle Boy portrayed by his best friend, Luchasaurus. That's what I feel like the story is going to go to.
That's a good idea.
Like I agree that that'll be the overriding storyline. I thought the promo was crazy. It was very like shocking and intense. Like you said, it always starts off with just the little the traditional heel digs and stuff like that. I think you forget over time like what a great talker Christian is on the mic. I prefer him as the snarky heel. Just historically, I feel like a lot of his best work comes when he's being like just a big asshole. So I'm glad that they finally like, went with it and they finally transitioned him away from Jurassic Express. It'll be interesting to see now where they go with the Luchasaurus aspect of it. Finally to get Jungle Boy on a singles run because the guy is so freaking talented, and to see him like potentially go into like the TNT title and have him get that good push away from the tag team title scene is going to be great too. But yeah, dude was really twisting the knife there last night. There were some lines where I was just like, okay, like that's freaking nuts. But shout out to the kid, and I was saying this in the chat, like the kid that they were chanting, like the whole crowd was chanting "shut the fuck up" at him.
Whoa!
And there was
Jackie cursed. Whoa!
Wow!
I've cursed a bunch on this show.
Jackie, how
I've let it
dare
go.
you?
Oh my
Lord.
God.
We're back and Jackie's cursing. Look at her.
What a carny piece of shit.
Anyway, act like I haven't cursed on this show. So yeah, like the crowd was chanting "shut the fuck up," and there was this like young child chanting along with them, and I was like, oh, that kid is like the MVP of the night.
Ant's kid. That's Ant's kid.
Definitely Ant's child in there, but no, it was a good segment.
Now, from a great segment to a segment Mr. DeStefano has a lot of words about. Now we have Toni Storm versus Marina Shafir. So, Ant, please.
Wow.
Let us know what you think.
Okay. That was ass.
Listen, it's all right.
No, all right, let's be real. I'm gonna pick it apart. Yes, it is that. She's not ready. She's not ready for TV. She wasn't ready for TV in NXT. They released her for a reason. She wasn't a budget cut. She wasn't good enough. They hid her on AEW Dark where she should be learning, getting better, learning. They needed someone for Jade. They said, oh, that girl looks like an imposing figure. She came out, zero reaction, zero character, zero charisma, zero connection. She loses. Okay, so what do you mean to us? Nothing. Now, instead of going back to Dark and just working and getting better, she's here with this boring gimmick that nobody gives a fuck about, wrestling like Toni Storm. And like, I'm cool with you wrestling Toni Storm because she's going to make you better. But if Nyla can't, there you go, Adam. If Nyla can't save you personality-wise, you can't be saved. You can't.
I think the bigger problem when it comes to Marina is it's not like this is a second women's match we got, right? Like, I think with the men's matches, we get so many of them, obviously, that you can have a match that you're like, that wasn't the best. But it's okay because you have 4 other ones where the women, it's like, yo, you're the only women's match in the card. We have to wait until 9:30 to see you. So we have all our hopes up that this is going to be a great match because we want it to be great so that we get more women's segments. And the crowd is always super quiet. And I don't blame the women when it comes to that. But like, if you're going to put Toni Storm out there, who is one of the most popular women you have going right now, like, and you're going to throw out there Marina, who isn't ready, you're going to get a negative result. Your fans are not going to be happy. And listen, Marina is good enough to be in a tag team. She needs to just be over there.
Hide her flaws.
Hide her, which is fine. She'll get better eventually, but she's not there yet. And
she's not
we're
ready
trying to build Toni
one
Storm
match
as like this big competitor for Thunder Rosa. They should have gave her, like, with the women's division, there are women in that company who can have banger matches.
Where the fuck is Penelope Ford?
She's injured. She's out.
She didn't.
No, she's not injured. She's like dealing.
She
with
confirmed she's
stuff.
injured.
Is she?
So,
Yeah.
But like, where are like I know Bunny's dealing with personal shit, but like,
Yeah.
Bunny, where are these people that are going to bring out that fucking great match or a decent match? I don't know. To me, that's my problem with everything that they're doing is you have Jade dominating. There's no after Athena, who's left? After Statlander, like there's nobody. There's no one.
But
She's
Jade's
left
not even wrestling. That's the problem. Like she wrestles once and we don't see her for like 2 months.
Why is Ty Conti not wrestling?
Yeah,
Ty Conti's right there.
We know that.
She's
We know
literally right there.
And she's a heel now. So you could have had her wrestle Toni Storm.
Thunder Rosa.
Right, you could have had that match. And then you could have had one of the baddies wrestle Toni Storm.
Are you talking
You could
about
have had
Forbidden
Pure.
Door?
No. Like,
Okay.
why couldn't Ty Conti be wrestling Toni Storm? Like,
Ty Conti
or whatever.
Oh,
should
tonight,
be up here in that,
Yes.
that division.
sorry,
like
Dynamite.
it's just.
But you need workhorses in your division. Like someone like a Diamante. Diamante is a really good wrestler, and she never wins, but it's
Kiera
okay.
Hogan.
She's a really good wrestler. You could have had
Mercedes
Diamante.
Banks.
Well, eventually,
Yeah.
Mercedes Guerrero is going to take the world by storm.
It's pronounced Mercedes Guerrero.
Okay.
Mercedes Guerrero.
That sounds like a GTA character.
No, but for real, this is the problem and the flaw. And Jacky, do not kill me here. Take the belt off Thunder Rosa. If you're not going to use her properly, if you're not going to spotlight her, she was better off without the fucking title. She was better off without it. Take it off her.
I agree.
Take it off her.
I don't
not
think
doing
they
anything. She's not getting promos. She's not getting matches. She gets to run out for fucking 3 seconds. Get it off her then. If you're not going to do anything, get it the fuck off her.
I need to see showcase matches. For her. Go ahead, Jacky.
No. I'm saying like when it comes into predictions, I have a thought on that. But
okay. But what did you think of this segment as the level-headed one in the group?
Then no, there's stuff that it's hard to be level-headed. It's
what if she said that was ass?
That would have popped me.
No, it's hard. It's hard to defend it honestly because there's about 10 people that I probably would have put against Toni Storm ahead of Marina Shafir, and I hate to be that person because, like I said before, we earlier, I don't want to be so like negative on a singular person because if it were me, like, do I think I could freaking go in there and do better? Obviously not, but it doesn't feel right. It felt like it could have been anybody else and it could have been a better match. I don't know what the end goal was. It felt like a throwaway. It just isn't for me. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying that she's not capable of being like, a good wrestler, that she's not a talented person, but I'm very much a type of person where I need to feel like there's some kind of connection. Like I need to feel like a person is in the ring, they're resonating with me, and she's just not.
You can only get so lucky. You got fucking lucky with Wardlow. You got even luckier with Jade. You can't keep trotting people with 4 matches under their belt.
But you can even extend that. Anna Jay, like there's tons of them. But it's like, listen, we're going into Forbidden Door. Why couldn't Toni Storm wrestle one of the Joshi girls who she probably wrestled in fucking Stardom? Like, there are women that are signed to your roster.
We're all missing one extreme workhorse that's not even signed that could easily go in and had a match with Toni Storm or anybody. Sky Blue.
100%.
Sky Blue's been here 100%. Working her ass off every fucking dark and every elevation.
Isn't Milwaukee close to Chicago? Isn't that like right? So Sky Blue is from Chicago. Right. They would have had a huge reaction for Sky Blue, and they could have had an incredible match. The crowd would have been into it. The issue with the women's division is not the talent. They have the talent. It's the way they are using them. Like, they need to have workhorses. You could have had Serena versus Toni Storm. You could have had Mercedes Martinez versus Toni Storm. You could have just had
Nyla was there. Why did Nyla Rose face Toni Storm?
That's what I'm saying. Even better. And they would have had a great match. But the whole thing is, all of this gets solved, and you could do your Marina versus Toni Storm if you give us a second women's match. Because then, at least you could be like, that match really wasn't hitting. But that other match, though, was crazy. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me.
It's a hard thing to defend, and I want to be able to have a leg to stand and to defend it, but I can't. So
that and get away from 9:30.
No, please, for the love of God.
Please, Jesus
For the love of God,
Christ.
bro. For a show that tries to not be predictable, it's the most predictable thing in wrestling. Women come out at 9:30. Check your watch.
I want to be a fly in a wall or an ant in his brain. No offense, ant. Ant in his brain. I want to know why he.
Yeah,
why
I think he can talk. I think he's a good wrestler. I hope we see Ethan Page more.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I was zoned out for a minute.
I picked
there.
like the smallest thing I could think, and I think of an ant. And of course, your name. Yeah, anyways, but I want to know why he thinks 9:30 is like the perfect slot. Like, and why has no one asked him that? Why in any of these press conference, no one has brought up the question of why do you book all your women's matches at 9:30? Why?
Tell your favorite content creators, spam them. That Elite POV said, until we get in that motherfucking room, you need to ask Tony Khan, why are the women only at 9:30?
There's got to be a reason.
I need answers.
Anthony from Elite POV. Why the fuck is there only one women's match at 9:30? Are you coked out of your mind?
I can guarantee that the question's getting answered when you started off like that.
How much coke did you do today, motherfucker?
That would be Ant in the front row. Hey, Anthony DeStefano, Elite POV. How much fucking coke did you take? All right.
What made you think this was a good fucking idea, Tony?
Yeah. Where the fuck is Jade?
You gotta do the same time you ask him that. Wipe your nose with like baking powder.
Listen, Tony here. Tony, my name's Tony too. Tony, what? What 9:30? 9:30. What's it mean to you? 9:30. Well, why is 9:30? Why 9:30 for the women?
Anyways,
where's
I think are we close?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the things.
Did we talk about Dynamite? Or did we miss anything?
No,
well, just real quick.
We talked about Ethan Page.
So the main event was cool. It was great. But the one thing, real quick, predictions from everybody. Who is gonna be the one who replaces Bryan Danielson? Jackie, you start.
Well, let's wait for our predictions for that one because I got some tea.
All right, fine. So we'll get to that. But
if it's from Insider Kimmy, guys,
it's not.
Bet against it. Okay.
All right, so let's go right into the Forbidden Door predictions.
Well, all right, hang on. We need to change the scenery, folks.
Ooh, change the scenery.
It's gonna get real fancy here.
No, we can't see. I can't see on my end.
Did it work when I did it?
Hey, look at that. Kyle is the man when it comes to these graphics. Let me tell you. Right? When it comes to everything, really, Daddy Kyle.
And you guys can go to my OnlyFans, Only Ants, and you can see my Forbidden Door. Go there now. Subscribe.
All right, so let's go through the predictions, and I want to start. So we have Zack Sabre Jr. versus a mystery opponent of Bryan Danielson's choosing. I was going to go to Jackie first, but she's laughing. Kyle, let us know who you think it's going to be.
Whoa. When did Jackie just work her shut? Nope.
All right, I'm
well,
ready.
Fucking Kyle, you're
ready.
taking me up. Jackie, go. You go. We'll end with Kyle.
Ethan Page.
Jackie, who do you think is going to replace Danielson?
All right. I don't know. I'm not going to go by any insider informations or rumors. My knee jerk reaction was, "Oh my God, what is Cesaro doing on Sunday night?"
Yep.
My sources told me that Johnny Gargano is signing in Chicago, so it's going to be Johnny Gargano.
Okay, Kyle, what do you think? I think Cesaro as well.
He is. Wade put it in the chat. Wade put it in our AWF chat. But Daniel Bryan's been injured for 2 years.
You almost made me spit my water. You almost made me spit my fucking water.
I knew. Yeah, but if he's a free agent, you could one-off him, right? You could one-off him. When they do Bash at the Beach in fucking December.
Oh my God! But
yeah,
Quake at the
Quiver at the river. Oh, a smile at the Nile here. Welcome.
Oh, Kyle is muted.
Well,
there you go. Now they came out. I was saying, everybody, the quack at the lack.
The quack at the motion in the ocean.
People in audio are going to be so confused for the last 5 minutes.
It happens.
Anyways, sorry, audio listeners, but we were making fun. We were talking about where Gargano is going to be.
Yeah,
He's going to be
by the river.
What I was saying when I was muted was that the signing in Chicago that Johnny Gargano was at was booked before Bryan Danielson revealed his injury. But I think he's going to be debuting at his hometown Dynamite. They're going to Cleveland the second week of August or third week of August after Quack at the Lack.
Oh, Lay by the Bay, live on pay-per-view.
These names for these super Dynamite shows are getting worse. But
Bippy at the Mississippi.
Wait, but
what'd you call it, Dippy?
No, with
Bippy.
Chad.
Bippy at the Mississippi.
I can't.
That damn old Quiver by the River is
So,
going to be a
not-
damn old good show.
Not Insider Kimmy. My dude told me it's Claudio.
Okay.
I mean,
we take it with a grain of salt because you never know
I'm
what
just
happened.
saying.
listen,
My brain
I
will
know,
explode.
I know for a fact because according to Kimmy last night, Cesaro's back with WWE.
Yeah. So man, that means it is happening.
So that
It's
means
Claudio.
it's-
That
It's
means
Claudio.
Cesaro will be here at Forbidden Door.
We just bet the opposite.
Oh, that Butter Tunde.
It's Butter Tunde.
It's Butter Tunde.
He's going to be
They did
debuting at
say
a
whoever-
Quacker at the Laker.
The Quaker at the Laker. They did say whoever it is the new official member of the Blackpool Combat
And that
Club.
makes
So
sense with Claudio.
so
100%
you're
makes sense.
assuming
And they're going to be
that
going.
whoever it is, it's not a one-off.
And there'll be a
Jonathan
Dynamite Blood and
Gresham.
Guts. And there'll be a Blood Guts. So
Maybe
that was
Gresham.
another topic of discussion was Gresham. That makes also sense.
Yeah,
So,
because he said you want to see the best technical match.
yeah. And then they're going to be
Just I
taking
hope it's
his spot
somebody
at
who
Blood and
can keep
Guts.
me awake during the Zack Sabre Jr. match. That's all I'm saying.
So
It's gonna be Cody Rhodes.
if we're talking about predictions, who are we going with then?
You would be.
I'm going Cesaro.
It's whoever the debut is, or like whoever the replacement is, and it's
Yep.
Okay.
in my prediction is
Cesaro.
Cesaro.
I'm gonna go with old reliable NDA. I mean, I'll go Gargano.
I'm going to go with Lorditis.
Johnny Ace. Johnny Ace is making a return.
Johnny
So,
Ace.
It's
It's gonna be Johnny Elite. Fuck me. It's gonna be Johnny Elite, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Oh,
No.
no.
Stop it! Why would you even put that name?
Hey, remember what I
Put
said
that
out there? And remember me? Ew.
Damn it.
Ew,
Tony
ew.
Khan's watching and he's coming out. Now,
Johnny
now he's
Elite.
changed it.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Johnny Combat Club. Fuck out of here.
Oh, why would you
Jesus.
say that?
My
It's
name's
happening.
Johnny Blackpool.
No. Move on to the next match. We can't talk anymore about this.
It's happening.
Just
So now,
throw the whole thing away.
we're gonna start at the top of the card. So we have Moxley versus Tanahashi
Oh, whoa,
for the
whoa, whoa.
interim.
Oh wait,
What?
we gotta build up
gotta
to the
buy
No,
card.
in,
we're
bro.
starting. We're gonna work our way
Bro, we
down.
got a
Why? Everyone's gonna
buy-in.
tune out.
We got a buy-in with
All
our
right,
boy.
the we have the Ass Boys.
We got the Strike by the Bayou coming up
and Max
next.
Caster versus DKC, Kevin Knight, Adam Coughlin, some other guy, and some other guy.
Who the fuck's Griff Garrison?
So
Yeah.
it's Yuya Uemura, Alex
Uh-huh.
Coughlin,
Thank you, Kyle.
the DKC who's fighting on
What
Rampage.
does
tomorrow
DKC
night.
mean?
He's fighting Hook.
Donkey Kong Country.
He's fighting
Donkey Kong cock.
Donkey Kong Country's fighting Hook on,
Donkey Kong.
on Rampage tomorrow night, and then Kevin
Yeah.
Knight. So it's just a. I'm
Kevin
just
Knight
looking.
sounds
I
like a
just want to
fucking
hear
boy
Max
band singer.
Caster's rap.
100% creative characters. 100
Yeah.
You can't tell me this isn't an E-Fed.
It does sound like an
They're
E-Fed
the
match.
the New Japan Dojo guys, I believe.
Yes, they are. So
They're gonna lose.
I just want to hear Max Caster's rap and what he's gonna rap about.
I just want to hear "Scissor Me Daddy Ass." That's what I look forward to. I love it.
So
Do you think
So
they're
we
gonna
all
turn that?
agree Gun Club is winning.
The Gun
Obviously.
Club and Max Caster.
Are
is
they
my
gonna turn the
prediction.
acclaimed face? Because I feel like they really are.
at this
Yeah,
point, they're
probably when
getting the
they- when
face
they get healed.
reaction, right?
Probably wants Bowens
Bowens.
is healed.
Bowens is so over for one, and he's starting to play to the crowd
Mhm.
like more. I really think they have money as a face team, and their first feud will be the Ass Boys.
That'd
It
be
works though.
perfect.
I love their whole aesthetic of like both Colton and Austin saying the wrong city name, and then Bowens grabs the mic and says the correct one. The crowd pops. It just
I love
works
Bowens. He's a
so
fucking
damn
man.
well. But Jackie, you picked the Ass Boys, and
We all did.
Oh, we're
we all
team
did?
ass boys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're team ass boys here.
we're team ass boys.
I'm actually going to go against the grain. I'm going to pick the dojo.
The dojo? Okay. Okay. So the next match we have is one night only Bullet Club with the Young Bucks.
One night only.
Did you
That's
see
the-
their
That's the
tweet?
fourth. That's the fourth one. That's
So the Young Bucks, El Phantasmo, and Hikuleo versus Ant's favorite new team, the Dudes with Attitudes.
Dudes,
Harvey, Takahashi, and Shingo.
First off,
Takagi.
I was very fucking. When Takashi and Shingo were announced, I'm like, holy shit, they're fighting Sting and Darby.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm so hyped. That's going to fucking be awesome. And I'm like, who the fuck's the dude with attitudes? And I was like, it's those four. I said, on a team? You want the dudes with attitudes? Fucking
dudes
pissed
with
me off.
attitude.
Pissed me off, bro. But I'm picking them because I love Shingo. And yeah, I'm good with that.
Who thought of that name? Come on, man.
It was an old team that Sting was on. Like back in the day, it was a whole stable. I think it was him, the Steiners.
Phil's.
Hold up, Phil.
Phil,
We're losing you a little bit. We'll wait.
You have a CPU with attitude right now.
Really? I'm fine on my end.
No.
Yeah, you're glitching a little bit.
Phil, leave Discord and join back.
Okay. Hold on.
So while he does that, yeah, I saw the Young Bucks tweet. They said that they're going to be digging into. They said they've had to go dust off a box in their attic. So I'm assuming that they're going to be wearing
for that old Bullet Club gear.
I assume that they're going to be wearing the Young Bucks Bullet Club t-shirts. I don't know. No, it's still.
It's not fixed.
You you look like PS1 graphics right now.
Yeah.
Oh well, whatever. Who
It's
cares?
like if AIM had video chat.
It is what it is. I have too many people in my fucking house right now. So, and I'm in the room with the thing, or whatever. Can you still hear me though?
Yeah, you sound like Mr. Roboto. Hey, who do you think are gonna sit on my face? Yeah, now I can't hear you. Yep, you're out.
Yeah, muted the mic. Am I better now?
Nope.
Oh well, then you guys take the show.
All right, guys. So here we go. We're going to talk about the dudes with attitudes against Bulletproof.
Bulletproof.
Yes.
It's a Bullet Club.
Phil's just gonna have to. He's gonna have to type his answers in the.
Yelling at the mic. No, I do think Bullet Club's going to destruct from the inside. You know what I mean? I think that the Bucks and they're not going to coexist. Can they coexist? No, they can't. Dudes with attitudes wins. Sting's coming out on a surfboard. He's gonna be like a Silver Surfer Sting.
Silver
Silver
Surfer.
Surfer. He's gonna be in the rafters, fucking surfing down like cowabunga, motherfucker. Shit's gonna.
If we get
crazy.
Surfer Sting, I would pop big time. Huge pop. Phil, say something for me.
Yo.
Yeah, you're good. You're back normal.
I'm good now.
And now,
Yeah.
What if Darby doesn't like? What if he does a reverse MGK and he goes from emo to like rapper?
Oh,
Comes out as John
I don't want
Cena.
that.
No.
Yes.
No.
All right. All right.
Jackie.
All right. So who are we picking in this match?
Bullet Club.
Bullet
for
Club.
me.
I'm
We're
going Bullet Club.
Young Bucks,
Oh, we're split.
I'm going with the boys with toys.
I don't know. Like the Young Bucks just took those tag team championships. They're got some momentum. They better freaking win after they just stole that first ever 2-time championship.
To be honest, I'm changing my pick too. I totally forgot they had the tag belts.
Good. I'll sit on this fucking island by myself, and Sting's gonna pick me up
you're
on
an
my fucking
island boy.
surfboard. We're gonna get on his surfboard and we're gonna ride
Just
the wave,
trying
baby.
to make it.
Wave of momentum. Sting, I'm pulling for you for once.
So the
I was gonna
next
say,
match,
like, wow.
we kind of know where one of us is going 100%.
I know.
We got Jeff Cobb and Grado Khan versus Roppongi Vice versus FTR.
Can we
Winner
all say
take all
in unison?
double championship match.
Jackie,
We are
tell
all picking.
Jackie, tell him who wins.
7-star F
Unite Empire.
TR mother. No, I'm like,
you know what?
There's
I don't like
not
it.
a damn
Yeah, I don't like
chance
it.
in
I like it.
hell. I don't give a shit what you like.
Whoa!
7 stars. Count them. Count them. 7.
That was 6.
No, it's not.
That's 7 fingers. You said stars.
Oh my god. Fucking dad.
Wow.
Where's your soundboard
Wow.
when we need it?
Yes. We got to give me dad jokes.
There.
So,
Did you-
Kyle, are you going United Empire?
is brought to you by New Balance.
Kyle, are you going United Empire or FTR?
Oh, dude, I really want. Well, this is a winner take all. So, right, the winner gets both ROH and IWGP heavyweight belts. So
That
Yes.
is correct.
you gotta think they're gonna have another Ring of Honor pay per view in July. That's what they're saying. Like it's near the end of July. They're gonna have Death Before Dishonor. So
Yes.
the tag belts are most likely be defended on that. It could be any one of those teams. Any one of these 3 teams could represent the Ring of Honor tag team champions and be IWGP tag team champions on that show. I think because of if they don't put the belts on FTR because of the last 3 months with them being the number 1 contenders and not getting any sort of title shot, it's going to start to get worse. And the momentum is going to, like Jackie brought this up on the show the last couple of weeks. If they don't start doing something with FTR now, that momentum that they've been having the last couple of months is just going to start diminishing, and it's going to go fast. It's going to go very fast, and it's not going to be like FTR has been team of the tag team of the year, and Dax is making a case for wrestler of the year already, right?
Living legend.
So like
Why are you
you
playing with
need
your
to put
titties?
the belts on FTR, both. And you need to have FTR go into that Ring of Honor pay-per-view next month and defend them too. So, and then they can.
She's distracting me, Dad.
It's just the issue is like, how do you eventually get those IWGP belts off FTR?
You don't. The tag team titles fucking don't mean shit there anymore, anyway.
Well, they still would have them like when they're having their New Japan
wanna
Strong
go to-
stuff, and
they wanna go to
they'll-
Japan now.
They will make them mean
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
They are the credible tag team.
Yeah, but that's
that
what I'm
will
saying.
bring
And they want to
that-
go to
that
Japan,
level
but
of
like
prestige.
New Japan doesn't need the tag belts for 2 months if FTR can't defend them. They have 40,000 other belts.
True.
It's true.
Also, shout out to my boy Floyd in the chat, who's going to be there second row. Please
Wow.
cheer extra freaking loud for me and make a freaking whole scene because I
Floyd,
can't be there in
we're
person.
meeting up, brother. Me and
Meet up with Kyle.
Me and the 30 other people that have DM me saying they want to meet up. So we're gonna make time. But it's either gonna be FTR or Roppongi Vice, but I'm picking FTR just for the hell of it.
Yeah, so we're all picking FTR. Next match, we have Jericho, Sammy, and Suzuki versus Kyle. You say that name. Shota.
Shota Umino.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston and Wheeler Yuta, and the feud that will never fucking end.
This is the feud that never ends, and it goes on and on.
It has it listed here as Sex Gods and
People
Suzuki.
started wrestling, not knowing what it was, and now they keep on wrestling forever just because this
Hey,
is the
I'm just
feud
happy
that-
Murder Grandpa's on the card in some way, man. I really wanted Murder Grandpa to be on the match some way. I'm happy for that.
I could give, and I like a lot of people in this match. I could give a flying fuck about this match. That's going to
Other
be
than the guy I don't know, I like everybody in this match. I'm just over this fucking feud.
I understand where you're coming from, Ant, but really think about it. I can't wait for Eddie Kingston and Suzuki to have a stare down in this damn match and just chop the
Oh, hell
shit out of
yeah.
each other.
Yeah. 100%.
No, it's going to be fun, but this will be the match that I'm not looking forward to the most on the card. There's always one, and it's the Jericho Kingston thing. Just get them. Like, we're getting blood and guts. Literally, what, in fucking 4 days
week.
after?
Yeah, a week.
3 days after. They don't need the. They could have did something else. Jericho could have fought someone else. Like, we could have had something like, hey, you guys fight in 3 days. Jericho, you're a pretty big fucking name, and we need big names. Wrestle this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jericho could have had a
100%.
one-on-one match. I really feel that he should have had a one-on-one match
Like,
against.
I'm
even
not
if they
trying to
took-
take Orange Cassidy away, right? Because but Jericho versus Ospreay would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It would
Except
be.
they probably wouldn't want Jericho to lose.
I know, but I'm just
It's
saying,
like
like
clearly
that
Ospreay's
kind of match is would be cool.
So who are we picking here? I'm going
God.
Jericho because clearly the fucking good guys can't win until Blood and Guts. So we're just going to see them keep losing. They might even fucking lose Blood and Guts too.
That was my thought process. Jericho's team is gonna win because hopefully he will lose at Blood and Guts. Otherwise, I will rage.
Yeah.
This one's tough.
Who are you picking, Ant?
Jericho.
Kyle?
Just because this one's tough for some reason for me, I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to pick Kingston's team.
Okay. So now the next match we have on this list is the All Atlantic Championship. Pac, Miro, Malachi, and this fucking guy who replaced Ishii. So
Griff
final
Garrison.
picks? Who are we going? I'm going Malachi. Jackie?
Malachi Black.
Kyle?
Mr.
Who are you
Cowboy. No. I'm sticking with my pick Ramiro. I don't know why.
You're going Hangman Cage.
Hangman Cage.
That's what the guy looks like.
Brian Hangman Cage.
Now we got the only women's match on the card. We have Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm.
Toni
Jackie,
Storm.
talk about what you wanted to talk about earlier, and then tell me who your pick is.
So my thought process going into this was I don't think Thunder is going to drop the belt. Not yet. But my theory going into this, do we have a babyface versus babyface match here? Do we see a Thunder Rosa heel turn in this match? Because I feel like they haven't handled her title run well at all. Do they take this as an opportunity to give her a heel turn because this would be their way of giving it a kick in the ass? And she can play a good heel. She is capable of, taking it in a different direction, and it would give it a different spin on it. Toni Storm, continuing the feud down the line, her being the baby face of Thunder Rosa's heel, just to give it some kind of freaking life. I wouldn't prefer it necessarily, but I feel like they have to do something because they've done, basically fuck all. I hate saying it like that, but they've messed it up so badly. They need to do something. So I wonder if we see a transition and a heel turn for Thunder Rosa, but I don't think we see Thunder Rosa drop the belt just yet. I think that she retains at Forbidden Door.
I'm also going Thunder Rosa. What about you, Ant?
I think he's great on the mic. I think he.
Anthony.
I'm going Toni Storm. I just think Thunder Rosa's time was cool. The money was in the chase. They're not going to do anything with her. Get it off her.
Kyle, what do you think?
I'm actually going with Anthony on this one.
Ethan Page, baby, let's go.
I definitely like Ethan Page in this match against Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, he can talk. He can wrestle. He's a complete package.
But no, Toni Storm. I don't know. It's just I got like a weird gut feeling Toni Storm's gonna win here. It's weird how they have not done anything with Thunder Rosa as like from the time she won the belt up until now. But I do see the other side of the fence, how maybe that because of what's going on in the depleted, I guess you can say, women's roster, that there really wasn't much going on for her to do. Even there could have been. We just discussed like 30 minutes of it earlier. But oh man. Why is this one so tough? I'm sticking with Toni.
Okay.
I think it's Toni time, and
you need somebody really like built up for when Sasha Banks comes in to take the title off of.
Exactly.
At All Out.
Yo, All Out, is that 90 days away? No.
Well, whether it was true or not, it said in the dirt sheets last week that Sasha Banks was actually released potentially at the time that she walked out. So they
always announce it though. WWE always announces it.
Not recently, they don't.
Not for her though.
No, ever since they started doing the budget cuts, they haven't released anybody. They just let like Sean Ross Sapp or somebody.
Listen, I'm not going to release you. I'm going to take you to the room and have you sign this paper.
I don't know. So
you get a raise.
I'm still going to stick with Toni Storm though. I think it'd be. Oh man, wouldn't that be something if a women's world title? Technically, I know it's not a New Japan show, but like, this has to be. If someone can correct me if I'm wrong. This has to be the first time a women's world championship is defended on a New Japan collab show.
Super Caravana, right?
Was there?
Mm-hmm. Thought so. I don't know the show.
Somebody will have to fact check.
I don't know. Ask Kim. We were there for 18 and a half hours.
So the final 3 matches we have is a match that I jokingly said before they announced it, and now I can't wait for it. Oh boy, we have Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy for the IWGP United States Championship.
This is gonna be a banger. This might be match of the night.
Yeah, listen. Obviously, Will Ospreay is gonna win, but this match is gonna be fucking incredible. I'm going Will Ospreay.
Well, I mean, it is for the United States Championship. I highly doubt Cassidy's winning that. That's too soon, too. That's too soon. He just won it like 2 weeks ago.
So what, bro? The fucking Cobb and O'Con won the belts like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know, but this ain't the Fed.
Looking like it. The way them shits is fucking skipping and jumping all over the place.
I think it's obviously Ospreay, but this match is gonna be
a banger.
It's gonna be so freaking good, and it's gonna be one of those matches that competes for match of the night alongside the Fatal 4-Way, even Moxley and Tanahashi. So this is gonna be so good. It's good. We're gonna get the theatrics obviously at first, but it's gonna almost reminisce, I think, the Pac and Cassidy match from Revolution, the first Revolution, where
agreed.
There was that, there was the Orange Cassidy stuff in the beginning of the match, but then like when they actually started going at each other, it's a banger. It was a match that I often go back and watch, and I think this will be one of them too. So obviously Ospreay retains, but we're gonna get such a banger of a match. I can't wait.
Jackie, what do you think?
I think Ospreay will retain, but this is gonna be one of those sleeper hits where people always want to think that Orange Cassidy is not the guy to deliver those matches. And then when it gets to these pay-per-view scenarios where they put him up against these top-tier talents, he always delivers. And people always want to act surprised. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe, Cassidy pulled out that match and it was like a freaking banger. It's like you saw little glimmers of it on the Dynamite match. And like the moments where he did get those spots with Will Ospreay, he was delivering those little sparks of like, this is what you can expect to see at the pay-per-view, and he's going to turn it out. It's going to be a freaking great match. Ospreay will retain, but just watch out. I think that this might steal the show.
And tell me why you're picking Orange Cassidy. Listen,
next match.
Be silent. Oh, you want? It's going to be a banger. So we'll just go to the next match then. So Jay White versus Okada versus Hangman versus Adam Cole.
That's a banger. That's a fucking banger.
IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Who do you think wins this, Amp?
Oof.
It's tough. I think personally Okada wins the belt back.
They could do something cool here that would really be a forbidden door because the championship is interim. What if Adam Cole
Is it an interim title?
No,
not the New Japan one, the AW belt.
No. Oh. But what if Adam Cole wins the New Japan belt and Tanahashi wins the AEW title?
Yeah, that could be cool.
Oh.
But I think it's going to be Okada winning.
I'm going Okada as well. What about you, Jackie?
I think Jay White retains.
Okay.
It'll be a great match, but no, I think Jay White's going to hold on to the belt.
Kyle?
I can't wait putting an Okada figure in the camera.
Yeah.
That's an interesting concept that he brought up, that Amp brought up. It makes me think because we know Tanahashi's going to be in the G1, right? So that's a big majority of the summer. So he'd be carrying the
not as good as the EFED Cup, but
I mean, but that's an interesting concept though. You think about it, right? The AEW interim belt is being showcased over there in New Japan in the G1, while the IWGP heavyweight belt is over here on AEW being carried by Adam Cole and being showcased here on AEW television for the summer, right? And then once comes All Out, there's 2 matches at All Out, right?
Well, Punk won't be back, but
yeah, they're saying that that was the rumors with the All Out news that we forgot to mention earlier, guys, that All Out now is potentially looks like for sure not going to be in Chicago now because the original plans were for Chicago to be for All Out and CM Punk to have a big homecoming match. Apparently the surgery and the recovery time is going to be longer than anticipated and it won't be ready by September. So they're exploring the East Coast right now for All Out.
I'm good with that. Let's travel.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were talking off air beforehand. We're like, yo, let's go to Orlando. Let's go to Disney. Have a big weekend.
Hell yeah, bro. Have the time of our lives.
But
so Kyle, are you going Adam Cole?
Oh, this one's tough.
Are you going to go out on a fucking ledge here?
I see either one of these people winning. I can see a White retaining just because he'll come in at the last minute, sneak in a Blade Runner, and then win the damn match. You can see a Okada winning the belt back and him going through the summer with the IWGP Heavyweight belt again. You can see a Cole winning, like what Ant's theory just then makes a whole lot of sense and would be a big move and a big play because it's an interim belt, right? The AW belt is interim, and then by the time they come back at the end of the summer, maybe Tanahashi shows up at All Out, right? Doesn't face necessarily CM Punk, but faces another AEW star, and he wins it back to bring it over back to AEW. Vice versa, Cole loses the IWGP belt to someone in New Japan at Forbidden Door. So that's a very big possibility, and I think that I'm really leaning towards that. I can also see Hangman winning the belt. For some reason, the same way Cole holding it here, Hangman could be that person as well over here, holding the IWGP Heavyweight belt. You know what I mean? And then maybe at All Out, he has his singles match with Okada at All Out, and that's where Okada wins it back.
I love that.
So
that's really good.
There's so many different ways it can go with this. And that's why this Fatal 4-Way match it slaps. And I don't know why the haters are hating on it because of what you can book coming out of that. I'm going to stick, though, with... Oh, God. It's between Jay White and Adam Cole. Because Ant got me all screwed. I was picking Jay White in the beginning to retain. But now that Ant gave me this theory... I'll go against the grain.
I'm a conspiracy theorist.
I'm going against the grain.
Aliens.
I'm picking Adam Cole for the IWGP Heavyweight belt.
Yeah, nice. So now we have the finale, the main event, Jon Moxley versus Tanahashi for the interim AEW World Championship. And just has all these figures ready to go.
Look at that.
Yeah. I'm going Moxley, man. I think I'm going Moxley. I love all the ideas you guys have, and it very well might happen. But my gut was Moxley from the beginning. I think it's going to be Moxley.
I want Jon Moxley because he never got a fair shake. Because as soon as he was a champ, COVID hit.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he's the... After that promo, I came back on after we muted. I said, give that man the fucking belt.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, the passionate promos.
Yeah.
You could throw Miro at him. You have a bunch of, like, Adam Cole versus Moxley would be fun.
Yeah.
Like, you have so much cool shit you can do with Mox. And maybe... Eventually, Danielson gets back and Danielson goes, hey, I want that title. And you have a BCC fucking, a fight, like just a competitive match again for it. Like, you can have a lot of fun with it. I do like my little conspiracy theory, but the fan in me wants Jon Moxley because Jon Moxley's been one of my fucking guys forever. One of the guys that brought me back to pro wrestling. So, and who doesn't want to see fucking Moxley versus Punk when Punk gets back?
I know. That's a fucking... Yeah. Jackie, what do you think?
Yeah, in my heart of hearts, from the beginning, it was always Moxley. So regardless, I just think that for the similar reasons, to have him get some kind of run, even if it is an interim, even if it's just until Punk gets back, for him to kind of get the chance to be in front of the crowd and to absorb all of that, because there's nobody that gets the reaction the way that Moxley does. And in terms of what he's doing in the ring, the intensity that he brings when he's out there in the ring, when he's on the mic, he's a total package. He's incredible, and throw the belt on him, even if it's just temporary. I think he deserves that.
Kyle, what do you think?
I'm sticking with this crazy concept of Forbidden Door, man. Like, you don't even have to go all summer. Battle of the Belts is coming up. They could even bring the belts back at Battle of the Belts. They can have the IWGP belt and the AW interim belt being defended at Battle of the Belts. It can happen. I'm sticking with this crazy ass concept. Tanahashi is winning the interim belt. It's a far reach pick because this is the end. This is actually the main event booked for the show. So ending the pay-per-view off with Tanahashi holding the AEW belt would be a complete mind fuck. and that's like the direction they go.
Mm.
So, but you know what? Tony Khan's all about doing crazy shit lately, so I wouldn't put it past this to happen. So
Exactly.
I'm sticking with Tanahashi with this one.
Depends how good the Coke is that day.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe like
You're just sitting here and tell me I'm wrong?
so like if Moxley wins, do we end the pay-per-view off with him celebrating, or do we end the pay-per-view off with the start of his next feud?
I think MJF. I think we'll see MJF.
Oh,
Phil,
man, if he came out at
underpaid
the end,
guy wants to get paid.
Can-
I hate pro wrestling.
Can we end the freaking pay-per-view with
Nope.
Kenny Omega?
or
Can
Kenny
Oh.
Omega
Kenny,
coming
please.
out at the end.
Can we
dude.
get actually somebody who wants to fucking be here?
we just
Oh.
I want to know what candles I need to light, what I need to freaking do to like get freaking Kenny Omega at least to just show his face at the damn pay-per-view. That's all I want.
Yeah, well, like what if that sets up? What if that's the all-out match? Moxley against like they're running
It
it
would be
back.
awesome.
Like, the first number, like the first feud that AW's ever created was Moxley
and Kenny,
and Kenny. So like I said it. I
Unbelievable.
was saying it in my previous podcast. I don't talk about that feud is going to be a feud that they're going to bring back over and over again, and no one's going to have a problem with.
It is
and it's
going
be
to
the most banger
mimic
feud.
Henry the Hands Henderson versus Tommy the Toolshed Taylor in RVPGW.
And listen, that fucking crybaby MJF, he don't deserve nothing. I'll send him to the Fed. Let him be the Intercontinental Champion for 2 years.
Bro,
Bitch.
he deserved more money. Let's be real.
He signed a contract,
That's-
bro. You
that
don't
doesn't
get
matter.
more money unless
Yes,
you
you
sign an
do.
extension, bro.
Yes,
This is how
you
sports
do.
works.
You should.
Nah, man.
Adam,
When the
Adam and
company-
Fanny, I think if Kenny comes out during the IWGP Heavyweight Title match, it'll be if Adam Cole wins it, or
Yeah.
Hangman, because Hangman was teasing.
I think
about
you're going to see a
broomstick
lot
on
of
BT.
surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, he said that there's going to be surprises at the pay-per-view, so I'm curious to see what.
I think Tony Khan went in
means
his
by that.
Rolodex. He pulled out the checkbook and he said, if you ain't signed to WWE, you're appearing on this fucking show. How much?
You know what? Sasha Banks, we'll pay the fine. Show up at Forbidden
Yeah.
Door.
Right?
We'll pay the fine.
Yeah. And don't even show up during the women's match.
Yeah.
Show up during the fucking the world title match.
Yeah, just
show
come
up and
out.
challenge Moxley. Let's get fucking nuts. Let's get fucking nuts out here, bro.
She comes out and steals his thunder.
She comes out
Or
and
no,
gives
no,
him
no.
a stunner.
It's during the women's match, but she pulls on Moxley where she comes through the crowd the exact way Moxley did.
Yeah. And she gets to the ring and she's like,
Oh
She's
my
got a jacket that's spray painted Banks on.
Eddie.
It won't be Banks.
Or
It
Eddie.
won't be Banks. It'll
She
be like
comes out with Vicky Guerrero. And Vicky
Wait.
Guerrero's like, yep,
Yep.
go get him.
Sasha Cash.
She's like,
No, the only manager I'd want Sasha with it would be, but he's with
None.
Jade is
Zero.
Stokely.
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 Yeah, that man.
Well,
that
yeah,
guy,
so-
that dude's the best. Did you guys see his video on Twitter of his little press conference before Dynamite? You guys got to go watch it. He did like a phone interview press conference, and one of the interviewers are putting on their voices, and you can clearly hear the one is John Silver. And they're asking him questions. It's honestly the funniest 2 minutes you'll ever watch. My man is the
tag
best.
me in it. I'll watch it. I'll go watch it.
All right.
Well, a little longer show this week because we had the predictions and stuff like that.
That's
we
all
thank everybody for sticking around and seeing the full team back together again. Sorry for those video issues earlier. Audio
Catch you at
people,
the next pay-per-view, Marks.
I ain't cutting it out. We just riding with the whole thing. So thank you guys for listening and supporting us. If you guys want to follow the show, it's at Elite POV on Twitter and Instagram, at Elite POV Clips on TikTok, patreon.com/Elite POV, and Elite POV merch is where you guys can go to support us. As of right now, we are planning on going to All Out. Hopefully, we know
We are
on
going
Sunday.
to All Out. It doesn't matter if in Susan's Tate, North Carolina.
All right,
going.
we just got to figure out where this show is.
Hopefully it gets announced before Quake at the Lake or Quack
Yeah,
at the
my
Lack.
God.
Oh, but the Quiver at the River is where
Quiver
I'm
at the
going.
river.
So, Jackie, let everybody know where they can follow you.
Jackie's so upset right now. She's
You
like,
can no, I'm fine.
The
You
drool
can follow
at the
me
pool.
on Oh my god. I knew as soon as I sent that to the group text, I was like, I can't wait to see the names that come up from Ant for this show. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at LoveYouMake24, and you can follow me on Instagram at JacksTheDrawPOV.
We're here live at Rub at the Tub.
Kyle, let them know where they can follow you.
Popski. You can follow. Sorry, you can follow me at Ollie Kyle on Twitter, guys. If you're gonna be at Forbidden Door, hit me up on Twitter. I've already had too many people hit me up on Twitter that they want to meet me there. But I'm more than happy to go meet you guys in the concessions. We're gonna have a drink together. I'm all about that stuff. So hit me up.
Get Kyle drunk.
So shout outs to you, Rob. 100%. We're meeting up and having a drink together.
Brother
Floyd. Man, just
shout out to Mama POV. I haven't talked to you in weeks. I missed you.
Yes, Mama Pav. Thank you.
We love you, Mama POV.
And I know me and you don't want anybody to follow us because we hate everybody, but please let them know about AWF.
Yes.
Listen, fuck Forbidden Door. There's a Forbidden Garage Door that opens every Monday and Tuesday this week, because Sunday we're going to watch Forbidden Door, actually. Monday night, Ambition. Tuesday night, Breakout this week. We are on the road from Blast of the Past. It is huge. It is the best thing we do. Sorry, Elite POV. It is the best thing we do.
You guys are awesome. We have a lot of people from this community that come over, and
it's so much fun. There's people cut better promos than they do in real wrestling. Like, the feuds mean
nuts.
more.
Yeah,
our storylines are good. Come check it out.
Mine
and Phil's are the best.
Effort into it.
Yes.
Yeah,
we put a lot of work into them, guys. So we did a really
awesome.
cool
They're
thing last week with Kid Bandit. Actually, this week. Not last
Kid
week.
Million's my favorite wrestler. Yeah. Fuck you all. Kid Million's #1.
Yeah. It's a great time, you guys. That's twitch.tv/Alliance Wrestling Fed. Make sure you guys go out there, follow them. Twitch.tv/Elite POV. If you're watching this live, thank you to everybody in the chat for watching this live. If you're not, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, we do this. Make sure you jump in the chat. You come and hang out because we have a good time here. But thank you guys for listening to another episode of Elite POV. And just remember, you don't need a hat to be a cowboy. And maybe we'll change that when the new world champion is crowned this week. But we'll see. You guys later. Bye.